Tonight I'm out looking for tarantulas. I'm in an area where there's a pretty good density of them. And they'll be out tonight since it's pretty warm. Not sure how many I'll see, but I'm sure I'll see a few at least. And a few other things probably. Here is our first tarantula up here. Presumably next to its hole. And oftentimes when you bother these, they'll try to walk to the hole. So just push this one. And they get a bit flustered oftentimes. But anyway, yeah, this is a desert tarantula, Aphonopelma Iodius. And this is the lighter morphotype, if you will, here. They range from this sort of tan color to tan with some black accents or dark brown accents. And this tarantula right here, despite having one of the largest distributions of any Aphonopelma in the United States, up there with Chalcodes and Hensi. Hensi takes the #1 spot. These have a very small representation in the US hobby, at least. There's very few people that keep this species of tarantula, even though they are quite widely distributed. California common scorpion, which is quite expected. This is the species of scorpion that dominates here. And this one looks like a male before looking at the pectins or the appendages on the underside of their body. Let's see. Yep, I would say that's a male. This is a terrible angle, if I do say so myself. There you go. Best I can do. That is a male right there. Larger, wider pectins. If there's anything to show in my videos that everyone already recognizes, it's this black widow. And a lot of the ones in this area have a split hourglass. The red doesn't connect. And of course, throughout the range of the spider, there's many sort of small variations in the way the hourglass is. Here is a second Phonopelma Iodius, sort of just chilling here. Perhaps slightly larger than the last one. And this is also sort of the same morphotype, even though it's just a variable thing, not black or white. Yeah, this one seems to be a bit confused now that I've put a light next to it. Here, come here. And this one may have a burrow somewhere nearby, but oftentimes they just wander when something happens to it, or there's many reasons that a tarantula may be away from its burrow. This one seems to be a bit thin too, so maybe part of the explanation for why it's away from its burrow. Since this tarantula was wandering, I'm not going to keep it, but I am going to hold on to it until I can find one of the darker specimens and just show you the difference between the two, just visually. Looks like it's laying some webs down, not sure why. Just in this one area, the scorpion moving there, and there's a scorpion over there. Let's see if I can grab this one really quickly. Got it. Here's the other scorpion running away. So the one I just picked up seems to be another male. And the one right here is quite possibly a male too. Look what we have here. A little Calisoga longitarsus, the false tarantula. This one's not very big at all. And it's been a while since I've seen it actually. Maybe over a month. And before I mess with this one, I'm actually gonna test its temperament, because these are known for being quite defensive at times. This one seems fine. Hopefully I don't get bitten. Oh well. I have before, so wouldn't be terrible. Come here. There it is. And when they're young like this, they don't have that silvery sheen like adults do. They're more of a brown color, especially in the Sierras. I'm not sure why. The Diablo specimens in Central Range are much more vibrant. Off you go, little one. Perioctonus sylvestri, another male. I wonder if I'll stumble across a single female tonight. The moon isn't all that great. We had a full moon just recently. It's pretty well understood that a moon at a good capacity, like over half, is really not that great for scorpions. Those are the nights where you don't see as many as you could on a new moon. Still, that's a pretty good number tonight so far. Presumably a tarantula hole and a tarantula. This is still one of the lighter ones. These light ones are more common to find than the darker ones. At any altitude, really. I'm at a pretty low altitude near sea level, but these go up a few thousand feet as well. Oh shoot. Is that defensive posture? Oh shoot. Yeah, it's rare that I encounter tarantulas that are ready to strike like that. I wonder if it's just bluff. Here, I have a stick right here. See if it actually strikes. No, perhaps not. I don't know. I'm probably not going to handle this one. I'll just let it be. Let it get back to its hole. Periarchnus sylvestri out on the middle of a path. Are you going in circles? Stop. And it seems to be another male. I wonder if there are any females out here. Well, I know there are because I've seen them in the past, but I'm not sure where they are tonight. So peculiar. There's a scorpion hanging out under this bush. What's up? This is, I think, actually an immature Periarchnus sylvestri. First non-adult that I've seen. But of course, yes, it's another male. Very weird. How suspicious. Tiger centipede. A very small one. Or not very small. What am I talking about? I don't know. It's like 1/3 grown, if that constitutes very small. Come here. Likely going to get bitten. Or not. Come here. It's reaching the end of the season for these. It becomes very tough to see them past July. Becomes too dry. Uh-oh, it's going up my sleeve. I'm gonna have to take care of that. Oh no, it's in my sleeve now. You can see the centipede crawling around down there. It actually just bit me like 20 seconds ago. Not very pleasant. Managed to get the little bastard out. It's just chilling in here now. Don't know if you can see that. Anyway, best that I leave it alone now. Another Aphonopelma Iodius absent of a burrow, it seems. Maybe it's a bit further away. And this is the morphotype that I was talking about. This is the darker one. The one with the sort of goldish tan in the center, the cephalothorax, and the darker accents on the majority of the legs. Quite nice. This is the one I actually prefer. And I held onto the other tarantula, like I said I would. I know exactly where it came from, so I can put it back where it was. I'm not too far away at all. It's on my way back. So here's this tarantula. Please hurry up. And don't take the container with you. Because currently you are. Alright. Got it? Alright. Nice. So here's this one. And here's this one. It's hard to believe that they're the same species. Almost the same size too. They're the same species and just not too far away from each other either. Within 100 meters of each other or so. There it goes. It's flicking the hairs off its abdomen. Although it's not really succeeding, I can tell that nothing's happening. I'm not sure if it's like pretending. I don't think so. I think it's just failing at what it's trying to do. Here are both of the tarantulas together. Typically when they're disturbed. Oh no! I dropped it. Typically when they're disturbed like this, they're not in any sort of position to be attacking one another because they've already mellowed out. That's why they're fine with being handled. They're not biting and they're not in any sort of mindset of hunting, so should be fine to have them somewhat near each other. Point made. these two tarantulas are the same species. Interestingly enough, I don't know when these species I'm about to list actually became like nomen dubium, which means the species isn't legitimate. But the Bay Area used to have Iodius, which is the one that still is around today. It's the one that's accepted by science, really. And then it had Aphonopelma smithi, which was grouped with these. It had Aphonopelma evi, which was also grouped with these. And then it had Aphonopelma bruneus, or something like that, that was also grouped with these. The two latter were from the Diablo Range, and the former was from the western hills of the Bay Area. This one can go back, and I'm gonna bring the other one to the area I found it. At last, we found a female Periarchnus sylvestri. Here it is. Here's another one, and another one. All from the same 20 or so meter radius. Another desert tarantula. It was just flicking hairs at me when I started recording, when I turned on my light. Anyway, hole over there, but it seems to be moving away since I bothered it. So I'll put it back before, I don't know, it gets disoriented. This is also one of the darker morphs, so to speak. Just put it over there. All right, onward. There's another black widow down here. This is quite a nice little tarantula. The last one I'm going to mess with before I just end the video. But yeah, possibly from under that log. A beetle just dipped down there. Phonopelma are very, 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 very slow growers, so this one has several more years before it'll be an adult. Go ahead, little one. You know where your burrow is. Just spotted this last scorpion before getting to my car. I thought, hey, while I'm here, might as well take a sting, right? I mean, I had this species at home, but whatever. Anyway, this will probably be the last time I take a sting with my right hand, just because I need it. Here goes. Go ahead, sting me. Sting me. I'm asking for it. You can go ahead. If there's any time to sting me, it's now. Do you know how to use your stinger? That's not how you use your stinger. Come on, use your stinger. Why are you just butting me like that? What a peculiar specimen. Come on, what's going on? What? It doesn't want to use the stinger. There we go. Yep, it got me. And I've been stung by the species before, it's not too bad. But finally, wow, that took a while. Strange specimen. See you, little guy. Learn how to use your stinger if you're gonna fend off predators like myself. I am now home, and it is the next morning. Thumb is all good, nothing really happened. And I just wanted to show you a few of the Aphonopelma Iodius that I have here in my collection. This is another dark. This one I've had for the longest, if any. And the colors are a bit drab because it's quite old, actually. But this one was also found near the area where I shot this video. Here is another Aphonopelma Iodius. This is the lighter form that I was talking about. This one is also from the northern Diablo Range, like the last one I showed you. But this is the west side of the Diablo Range instead of the east side. This is another Aphonopelma Iodius. This one I sort of refer to as like a chocolate form. It's kind of like in between the two other ones. And this one was found in southern Diablo Range. This is the latest one I've gotten. I got this one maybe a month ago, something like that. And this one was found as far south as you can find the species before it becomes the California ebony tarantula, Aphonopelma udolenum. Fifth and final one is this specimen that I found at the border of the Mojave Desert and the Colorado Desert. Despite this being my second smallest Aphonopelma Iodius, this is actually my favorite morph from California at least. Clearly, this isn't all that there is. There are many more morphs than this. I only showed you just a few from California, but a tarantula with such an expansive distribution and complex definitely has many more morphs and much more diversity than what I've shown you. Anyway, that will be all for this video, so thank you for watching.